Hey you guys and gals, welcome back to our ClickHubs channel. We're so happy you decided to watch our video. In this short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the SMS chat widget within ClickHubs, which again is based on the HighLevel platform. So we have an option to add a widget to any website, and it's a widget that sits in the corner. And when that widget opens up, it's going to invite somebody to leave a message, and you're going to respond to them via SMS. This is super powerful because it allows you to instantly engage with people in conversation through text. Text SMS has about a 97-98% open rate. People tend to open their messages within 3 minutes. So if somebody leaves that message on your website, you can instantly engage with them. And I've got one client that's a home builder. We use this on their website, and they sold numerous homes through that widget alone. So the other big thing we're going to show you here is how to automate that based on your business hours. So if you have a physical location and you're closed certain hours, you may want to send a different message to let them know, hey, you've reached us after hours, but we're going to get back to you tomorrow. If they reach you during business hours and you can't get back to them right away, you may want to say, we've got a team member that will be right with you. And that way it allows you to make sure that you're engaged with them. They get a response right away from their text message and they're ready to have that conversation. So let's jump into it. I'll show you how all of this works and how to set it all up on your own websites. And before we do, make sure to click that subscribe button down below, ring the bell for notifications, and let's get straight into the video, and I'll see you on the other side. This video, I'm going to show you how to install the chat widget. Now, the chat widget is very effective. It's just this little widget that you add here to the site, and when somebody visits the page, it's going to appear in the bottom corner here. And as it opens up, it's going to say, have a question, enter your mobile phone and email, and we'll get back to you via text or email. So then you can enter your name, your mobile phone, and your email along with a message and send. And this has proven very effective. This is on one of our clients' websites, and they've sold quite a few custom homes from people that have initiated contact through this SMS widget. And the reason it's so powerful is because right away it engages them through SMS message. So you can have a personal conversation with them immediately as opposed to email or whether it's Facebook Messenger bot or some of the other bots. This really allows you to engage immediately. And I am going to set up an automation here in this lesson also to show you how to do that. And the automation is going to check if this is coming in during business hours or not, and then it's going to send an automated reply and then letting us know. It's going to transfer it to one of our agents so that they can be notified that they have an SMS message waiting. So inside of the dash, we're going to head over into sites, and we're going to click on chat widget. And here you can see it opens up the chat widget. First is the chat bubble. You can enable it or disable it here, and here's where you can enter your message. So, hi there, have a question, text us here. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. I'm going to keep the same image. You may want to personalize this image or include your logo or something like that, and you can just come in here and click to edit the image, and then you can update your new image. It says the recommended size is 300 by 300 pixels and less than 300 kilobytes. And you can also customize the custom greeting. So if somebody returns, then you can have a greeting that says welcome back, and then the name Tony, how can we help you today? And so of course their name will be entered where it says name in the brackets here, so that will be replaced with their actual name. And so that's really it. I'm just going to leave it with the colors and everything. And then next is the widget window. So this is when they open the window and it pops up. Then you can say, have a question, enter your question below, and a representative will get right back to you. So you can say something like, enter your mobile phone and something like that. So you can see it changing over on the right. I'm just going to leave it as is now. It's pretty self-explanatory. And if you want to collect an email, you can also collect an email here. And maybe you want to change the message to say, enter your question below, enter your phone number and email, or I would say mobile phone and email, and we'll have a representative get right back to you. So I really like this. I'm going to save this, but I really like this because the first step says text us here, so people know that this is text, and so you don't really need to explain it here. If you want to collect emails here, you can do that as an opt-in. And then you can say down below the legal message, by submitting, you agree to receive SMS or emails for the provided channel. Rates may be applied. So you can see that you can change this to whatever you want. And of course, you should probably confer with an attorney if you're doing any legal text, but this is the default text here. And when you were applying for the A2P authorization, this is an example of what you might say for an opt-in form, something like that. So, and here's the color picker. So if you want to change the color, you can do that. And then if you want to show branding, you can do that here. So in my case, I do want to show ClickHubs. That's my company as well. So I definitely would like people to click on that and find out more about ClickHubs. If you want to turn that off, you can turn that off. Of course, we'd love you to leave it on, but you may not want to have any branding. So no hard feelings here if you decide to turn that off. And then that's it. And then the acknowledgement settings, this is once they've opted in, you can, if you want to have your phone number here, you can enter your phone number or email. So I'm going to say admin@hdeasylock.com, and you can see that pops up here. So you just have a support or phone number if they need to reach you in some other way besides text. If you just leave that blank, then nothing's going to show there. And the acknowledgement is just a thank you. You can say whatever you want, and also your message is here. One of our representatives will contact you shortly. So that's it. I'm going to save that. And then there's a couple ways to embed it. I'm going to be putting it on this WordPress website here. And they do have a WordPress plugin you can get here. Or if you click Get Code, it's going to give you an embed code here that you can copy, and you can put it in the body or the footer section of your website. So depending on the website, you'll typically have an input area where you can enter your scripts in either the body section or the footer section. If you have any problems with that, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. Or if you're using Google Tag Manager already in your site, then you can toggle it here and it'll give you the code to enter into your Google Tag Manager, and then that will automatically be added to your site. So again, in our case, we're going to be using WordPress. So you can see it tells you which plugin to use, lead connector. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to go into my WordPress website in the back end, and I'm going to click on plugins, and I'm going to add a new one. We'll just search for lead connector over here, and then we're going to install it. And I'm going to activate it once it's installed. And then once it's activated, we just need to set up a couple of things and we'll be good to go. So now we can come down into lead connector, and we'll see it over here on the left. So I'll go to lead connector. I'm going to enable the chat widget. We do need to enter our API key, so that's going to be under settings, company page. So let's head over there and grab that. So inside of ClickHubs, we'll go to settings, and under the business profile, you can see the API key there. We'll just click the clipboard here to copy that. Head back into WordPress, and we're going to paste our API key in here. And we're going to save that. We also have an option to add some funnels in here with WordPress. We'll save that for another lesson. And so now if we visit the front end of the dash, just head to the site, we should see our widget pop up. We may have to clear the cache, so I'm going to take care of that quickly, and then we'll be right back. So it's not loading up yet, so I'm just going to go back and check the settings, and let's head back into lead connector. And it looks like that I lost the check here, so we want to enable that, and then it's going to say pull and save, and that's going to bring it into the site. I'm just going to save here again to be safe. And now let's head to the front end of the website and see what we've got. So now we can see, hey there, have a question, text is here. And then if I just enter my name, Tony, and my mobile phone number, email, info@hdeasylock.com. Hey there, testing the widget. So let's just send that. We've got our confirmation there with the email. So everything looks good. We just close that, and now we'll head back into the dash, and let's go into conversations. And now you can see I've got the widget here, and it shows it's coming in from the text widget here, the two-way. And now I can reply, and this is going to send me a message directly on my phone. So now I'm engaging in a two-way conversation via SMS. So really a powerful way to engage your customers and get into an immediate conversation with them. One other thing we want to do is we want to go into the automations, and I want to set up an automation that's going to give an automatic reply, and it's going to check if it's during business hour or outside of business hours. So let's head over to automation, and then I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to say website automations. Let's call it that. So these will be the folder for any automations that are coming through my website, and I'll click in here. And then I'm going to click create a workflow, and I'm going to start from scratch. And then for this, I'm just going to give it a name, website incoming SMS chat widget, something descriptive. And then the trigger is what is going to start this workflow. So I'm going to just click add new trigger. And this is going to be customer replied. We have down here in the contact actions. So customer replied, and then I'm going to give it a name so that I can easily see what this is. And I'm going to say via website SMS chat widget. And so we only want this to trigger if somebody contacts us through our chat widget. We don't want if somebody emails us or sends us a direct SMS or things like that. We don't want this automation to work. So we're going to say reply channel is the chat widget. And so this is only going to apply if they're coming through that widget on our website. And then I'm going to save this trigger. So that's what's going to set it off. Anytime someone enters something into that chat widget, then we're going to set our first action. And the first action is going to be, I'm going to send an internal notification. So here we can just look for notification. I want to send myself an email. And it's going to be from HDEasyLock SMS widget. Let's just say that. And in the email, we'll just go admin at HDEasyLock. I'm going to do a particular user, and that's going to be Tony. You can have multiple users added here as well. And then the subject is, let's just do I'm going to do a little emoji so that stands out. So I'm going to say new SMS website message. So that'll let me know. You can call that whatever you want, of course. And then in here, I'm just going to say you have a message waiting via the website SMS chat widget from. And then here you can display whatever you want. I'm going to say full name here, and then I'm going to, on the next line, I'm going to just have the phone number, contact, phone, and you can put whatever you want. If you want to have the website on here, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to leave this like it is. I recommend sending yourself a test mail. For the video, I'm not going to do that. And then we're going to save the action here. And the next thing we want to do is we want to check to see if it's during business hours. So the condition is this message during business hours? I recommend giving these descriptive names because as you get more things on here, it's really hard to follow along with. And then this branch is going to be Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. ? And so our condition is going to be, our first segment is going to be time, and current day of the week is Monday. We're going to add another condition here, and this is going to be or, because we want it to be on any of these days. And we're just going to do this for every day, Monday through Friday. So current day of the week is Tuesday, and we'll just do this all the way through. You could do it the opposite way, and you could just say Sunday, Monday, and do the negative, but it's a little more confusing. So I'm just going to do it this way just to keep it simple, since it's not too much work here. So we'll just keep adding these here. Current day of the week is Thursday, and then the final one, current day of the week, is Friday. So that's our first condition. So basically we're saying if it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and then make sure once again you have or, because if you have and, then it has to be all of those days, which is not possible. And then we're going to add another segment here, and this is going to be and event time, current hour is on or after 10 a.m. So we want to make sure that they're not messaging us before that. And one more condition, and event date and time, current hour is before 6 p.m. Okay, so what we're saying here is we want to check if it's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And we want to make sure it's also between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So it's on or after 10 a.m. or it's before 6 p.m. And if that's true, we're going to save this here. And so that's our condition. If that's true, then we're going to say, yes, it's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to create an email. So we're going to compose our email. Give me 1 second here. Actually, I want this to be a text message, so I'm going to send an SMS instead. And we're going to just add this information here. Hi, contact first name. Thanks for messaging. We'll have someone get back to you ASAP. and I'm going to say SMS during business hours, and then we'll just save that. Also test that, make sure you do that. And then if it's the none condition, that means it's after business hours. So I'm going to send another SMS here, and that's going to say, thanks for your message. You've reached us outside of business hours, but we'll have someone get back to you as soon as possible. And so this is going to be outside of business hours. And of course, if you can manage to communicate with people 7 days a week, 24 hours, that's going to have a much better chance for you to communicate with people. That's your own business decision, but for me, I'm just going to be doing this Monday through Friday, and then we'll save this. So that's really it for this. This is a very simple automation. Basically, if they enter my chat widget during business hours, I want to send them a message and say, hey, we got your message. We'll get to you as soon as we can. If they enter it outside of business hours, I want to say, we got your message. As soon as we get back, we'll have somebody message you. And you want to make sure to save this. You also want to make sure to publish it. So you'll actually have to publish it and then save it again. And we want to test this. So let's go back to the website here. And I'm going to just send a new message. So this is my new message on Friday at 4:03 p.m. And you want to check this too after 6, before 10, and also the weekends to make sure it's working as expected. So the message was sent, so we're good here. Now let's go into the conversations tab and see if we got that message. So you can see we got it here. This is my new message at Friday at 4:03 p.m. and it says, thanks for your message. We'll have someone get back to you ASAP. So we did get that, and I got the message on my phone as well. So it is coming through as a during business hours message. So it's working as expected right now. But again, I would test it after hours, and I would also test it on Saturday and Sunday just to make sure everything's working as expected. All right, guys and gals, you can see this is super powerful, super easy to use, and it's free. So it's included with our platform. It's very easy to set up on any website. In our case, we use it on a WordPress website, but you can use it on any website, including your ClickHubs, funnels, and websites. So I really recommend that you take advantage of this, get the automation set up. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We'll be happy to help. And also, don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.